Hello guys and welcome back to the Laird Performance YouTube channel. I know I look like I'm wearing the same clothes as the last video. It's because it's the same day, it's not because I'm a tramp. So yeah, I'm going to be installing this 4-bar map sensor and mapping it in now. And hopefully it's all going to go well. It's probably going to take a few hits to get it right, but you know, this is what trial and testing is all about. I really want to take this car to over 400 brake. It is 400 brake horsepower right now. It's ran more than that on a lot of other dynos, but on my dynos only ever made a maximum of 400 brake horsepower. I've not dared to push it past 2 bar, mainly because the sensor limitations, you can't see any higher than that. But this new sensor that we've just got in will be able to read higher, so we can take things up and up and up and actually be able to monitor what boost that we're running. So we're just going to go ahead and install it and then map it in, and hopefully it'll all go well, because if it doesn't, tomorrow I'm going to be in limp mode a lot of the day, and that is no fun for anybody. So for those of you who don't know this car is basically the car that started it all for me. This was what built my business up from what I started with to what it is now. This car is of great sentimental value to me, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I have contemplated it before, but I've never been able to kind of bring myself to do it. So I'll give you a rundown on the spec. It's got a custom big massive intake with an SD performance filter and SD performance math housing. It's running an AEM water methanol kit. It's got a Turbotechnics S290, the very first one that was produced, so it's serial number 1. We've had that for a long time and it's still going strong. We've got a custom built tubular manifold as well as the S290 fitting kit. We have an SD performance large cold side pipe. We have bigger injectors, and we've also got a fuel cam in it, so we don't have high lift cams. It's just something with a little bit extra lift on the fuel lobe to give us that little bit more fuel pressure that we desire, as well as a full outlaw turbo back exhaust with a Perron 3.5-inch downpipe. Really nice bit of kit, absolutely perfect fitting, and I've never had any issues with it. It's massive as well, so when you're going for the absolute maximum, you want the biggest and the best of it. So we've got that. What else we got? We've got BC coilovers on it, I've had for ages. It's got a massive wide arch kit on it. It's got SD wheels. It's got CN composite splitters, albeit I kind of need to replace the bottom one because it's broke again. As well as, of course, our stage 5 tuning, I suppose. It makes 400 horsepower and it's made 450 newton meters as well. We've had this car out like absolutely tearing it up with some of the gumball cars when they were up recently. That was hilarious. Gave a few good fright, but you know, of course only up to 70 mile an hour. Interior is literally just the front seats, but with nothing in the rear. Everything else is pretty much as you see. It's also got a custom built spoiler on it that my dad built way back at the start when this was meant to be just a show and shine car, but as things transpired, that was not the direction this was all to head in. It ended up being absolutely crazy. But yeah, it's also got one of our Outlaw 5111 intercoolers. I'm trying to think what else it's got, but I think that just about covers it. Oh yeah, Turbo Smart dual port for all the good sounds. No doubt I'll end up thinking of loads of other things that it's got, but as well as a wrap. It really could be doing with a toe and eye, because I've lost the toe and eye cover. Oh well. But anyway, back on with the video. So the sensor that we're going to be replacing is this one here. As you can see, I've done a little bit of testing before. We have ran a sensor on this, but it wasn't direct fit. And beauty of these ones is that they are direct fit. The manufacturer was kind enough to give us the actual data for making the sensor work. The only thing that we then have to find is the actual maps. I believe I've found most of them already, and hopefully we'll be able to just fit this, make a small adjustment, and the car will just run lovely. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to have a bad time, and that's going to be fun for no one. But I can already see this is a little bit rusty now, and that gives me the fear. The worst part is you can't really video and try and get something like this out. It just doesn't quite have the leverage. And it goes. Oh, that was much easier than what I thought it was. Oh well, maybe a bit of drama queen there. But out she comes. So this is the new 4-bar map sensor. This is the old original sensor. So we're going to install this now. And I think I found all the right maps, because I've started this video pretty late at night and I don't fancy a really long slog into the morning. I need my rest for tomorrow. So let's get this flung in, let's get this map on, and hopefully we're going to have fun. So the manufacturer told me to lubricate the seals, which I done. and it just slipped just nicely right into there, so that looks as if it's all going to line up nice. So all I need to do now is connect it up and then stick the map on and see if it works. I really hope that it works because I have bought 20 of these things. So now we're just loading the file on. I'm fully aware the voltage is quite low for programming, but it's my car, I'm just going to risk it for a biscuit. I can fix these with my eyes closed, so it's fine. Will it start?
It's reminding you that...
Well, the fact that it starts and runs is a good first sign, so I'm going to take it a spin round the block and see if it's all good. Obviously, I can't video that from here, and I don't know where the GoPros are right now, so this will have to do, and you'll just have to see the logs when I come back. Because you can't hold your phone and drive, that's illegal. We do have a returning code, so I'll need to address that and maybe change a few things. Yep, we've got returning codes, so we'll need to try that again. So we're going to try again with version 2. This time I made another couple of changes. Hopefully this time it will bring more positive results. So after a few attempts, we're pretty much there. I think I would just like to rig it up on the dyno, on my external boost gauge, just to make sure everything's happy. But for now, the car seems to be going well. In the first few revisions, it had a bit of a stutter and stuff like that, but we've worked all that out from the looks of it. So now it seems to be fine. My laptop's ran out of charge and it is 10 o'clock at night, so I'll call it a night now because we've got the drive tomorrow. I'll just take my laptop with me and hopefully I won't have any issues on the drive, but you know, I'll take that just as a safety precaution. So we're just getting ready to head to the first meeting point now. The first meeting point is at, I think it's Silverburn Tesco, so I'll be in the Mk7 and we're also going to be bringing the Mk3 RS. Hopefully we're not going to have any sensor issues with this. I'm pretty confident we won't. After the drives yesterday it seemed all fine, but I've still to do a really long drive on it. I've got my laptop just in case I need to make any adaptations. I've not brought the sensor with me is the only thing. I could take it with me, but that requires me to then walk back up the stairs and I'm not doing that. No, I feel confident enough that it's going to be fine. Anyway, I've got half a tank of meth left, so I shouldn't use any of that. Really, I'll maybe use a small amount of it, but if it's going to be raining, chances are it's going to be crap.
For a second I thought it was you. Thought it was you. Thought it was you. Thought it was you.
So we're at the first meeting point. We've met a bunch of people. Now it's time to get moving on to Balloch. So we've got a hell of a lot more cars with us now. We're just getting ready to leave Balloch. Loads more now. It's going to be quite the drive out. I think we've got like 20 cars or so. Oh, the car's still coming in at stop number 3. Last time we were here we fairly took over, now looks like we're going to do it again. Aye, they're all still coming in. Nice. Too many cars, too many cars. It's another good turnout again. So we've just left the Green Welly and it's absolutely bucketing down. Just typical. Every single time without fail. But for me, so far the car's been going quite well. I've not had any problems with limp mode, no drivability issues, just pure fun. So onwards to Fort William it is. I think everybody's been and got a scran, now it's just time to head home. Rain's been on and off all day, but it's been a good drive out so far. The car hasn't let me down, which is good. Can't complain. Yeah boy. I've had like 3 hours of sleep before I actually got here, so I've got myself some moose juice to keep myself energised for the drive home. So I've literally just arrived back. Of course the weather's better here. Of course it is. But it turns out I didn't need my moose juice either. So car's performed spot on. I'm pretty happy with that. Albeit it took a fair few revisions to get it to where it is. But next up we'll need to get it on the dyno and see what it's making power wise. Then we want to put in some new high lift cams as well as some other things and see how much we can actually get out this. You know, we're sitting at 400 horsepower now. I'd like to take it up towards 5, but we're on a standard engine, so I don't know how good that will be. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you liked and subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one.